welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more now. Let's just get right to it. So for those of you who knows that I really do enjoy drinking coffee when doing these videos, there's a link in the description. You guys can go ahead and buy me a cup of coffee. No obligation. You can buy me one, maybe 2 or 3 cups of coffee. And I'll go ahead and mention your name on the video and tell you thank you. So everybody can know that you actually participate in buying me coffee. So the price of Bitcoin right now is roughly about 59,000. Ethereum price is around the 2,600. XRP is roughly about 59 cents. We do know that a settlement has been reached in reference to XRP, whole Ripple Foundation, with a given amount, roughly over $107 million, which we know they can actually go ahead and afford that. And you know, a lot of people are saying that why in the world is the XRP price not up to roughly 3, 4, 5, or even $100 by now since that case is actually coming to a close? You have to give it time. Yes, some of us have been around holding XRP roughly as low as the 18 cents mark. So a lot of people that are holding XRP are actually in profit. It's just that they're not ready to take profit yet. We do see on the chart where a lot of people are starting to do a little bit of a sell-off because a lot of people are listening to the FUD that's coming in reference to XRP being a waste of time. And in fact, I normally get video comments in the section that, hey, stop talking about XRP because it's something that's actually not going to go anywhere. Guys, I'm a long-term investor. I believe in tokens that grow over a period of time. And I do believe that with the things that the Ripple Foundation is doing, XRP will get its due time where it actually is going to pump. The bull run is not over yet. In my opinion, we haven't really seen the bull run. I really do believe that we will start to see the bull run September of this particular year, 2024. We're going to start to see something leading up to the presidential election here in the United States. There will be excitement as pertains to crypto in general. And this is a time where we'll definitely now take a litmus test to see which token is actually going to be able to chart through and start to really get the momentum when the bull run actually starts. And I really do think that XRP will actually start to make a move around then. What the price is going to be, we will most likely see a $1.10 XRP price. We will see a sell-off, and I think the excitement is actually going to come, guys. For those of you that are actually knocking and fighting on XRP, we will see a run-up, and hopefully you guys don't go ahead and sell because you listen to the FUD of people saying XRP is not going anywhere. Look, it happened with Bitcoin, it happened with Ethereum. It's going to happen with every particular token. They will see a sell-off, and then it will be a correction where it actually starts to come up. So let's talk about Bitcoin here for a minute here. We know the price, as I say, is at 59,000. You know, somebody asked me, should they invest a good amount in Bitcoin right now, given the fact that they are a retailer? And you know, my honest opinion is now, let's take a look at this chart. Seeing that Bitcoin back in the day when the price was roughly way back, for those of you who weren't even around, or those who didn't even know about buying Bitcoin, we see that, you know, the lowest point is roughly about, say, 58, say, roughly about 5 cents or 6 cents. Okay, so if we had gotten in there, not even I can remember Bitcoin at that particular price, and you know, the next opportunity you would have with Bitcoin was roughly, say, around the $1,400 mark. So the question is, does it worth investing in Bitcoin right now if you are a retailer? Let's say, for example, you have $5,000, $10,000, or even $25,000. Is this a good play for you? And my advice to that particular person is that, you know, as a blue chip investor, I am not going to invest all of my monies into Bitcoin because I have already missed the boat on the 6 cents, the $1,400, the $3,400. Bitcoin has already reached the wealthy status, and the only people that are actually going to be making money of Bitcoin right now are like the Michael Saylors, the Da Vinci, and all of those persons that actually got in at a very, very low price. We will not get those prices even if there's a catastrophic sell-off where maybe if Bitcoin blockchain actually becomes compromised, well, people want to invest in Bitcoin. And at that time, if they see that the blockchain is compromised, which I'm not going to say is not impossible, but if the blockchain was to get compromised by some wizard, then people will definitely not be investing in Bitcoin. So my advice to that person is that, you know, don't go all in and spend all of your money on Bitcoin because the ship has already been sailed. Honestly, the ship has already been sailed. unless you're going to be doing longs and short on Bitcoin. But you'll have to put down a considerable amount. Notice, the people that are actually telling you to buy Bitcoin, the majority of those people really have money. And for a retailer, YouTuber to actually say invest in Bitcoin, really and truly, you're just buying fractions of Bitcoin. Unless you just want to have skin in the game, they say you have Bitcoin. I mean, I have Bitcoin. I have a Bitcoin and a half, okay? But I got in at $16,000. And really and truly, I was really fearful in getting Bitcoin because I thought that the price is actually going to go down to roughly 10,000, that my money was actually going to be gone. But to say invest in Bitcoin right now, go all in, I would not really advise it. I would say to diversify that particular $25,000. You guys do know I talk primarily about Ethereum. I would put a good portion of that $25,000 on Ethereum because look, Ethereum all-time high was all the way back in November of 2021, where it reached roughly $4,629. Okay, that was back in 2021, well before a spot ETF was actually being discussed. Yes, they went through a process of proof of work to proof of stake, and a lot of people had a lot of issues to say that that was a bad decision. I doubt it very much because then they had the Dencom upgrade. Then again, a spot ETF was actually approved by the SEC. So I know for a fact that Ethereum is a well-played crypto to be investing in, way more than Bitcoin right now for a retailer, for an institutional investment company. Let's say, for example, when they do allow a lot of the corporations to add it as a part of the 401k or the retirement funds, they will be able to take advantage of Bitcoin, and you can add that to your portfolio for retirement. And for those persons that are just, let's say if they add it to their portfolio now, by the time of retirement, absolutely, Bitcoin would be a better play. But for a retailer, I would not advise anyone to use their hard-earned money and go all in with Bitcoin because you're going to be getting fractions. If you put in $1,000, you will have to wait until the price actually doubles just to get 2,000. At that point in time, I would say, hey, you may want to diversify and put on a few meme tokens. At least deal with the top 10 on the chart that you can spread that money across even more evenly so you can get a return on your investment. Because again, looking back at this chart, Bitcoin has now far gone. The ship is out into the ocean. You may want to put that money on Ethereum, and then the top 10, even a little bit of XRP, ADA, Cardano, whatever, but definitely put your money on Ethereum because Ethereum has a way more chance of getting you close to where Bitcoin is right now, given the fact that it only needs to reach a price of $8,000 to be considered a $1 trillion market cap. So this is what I want to share with you guys because my best advice would basically be to go in that direction rather than, following the hype and everything about Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is seriously manipulated by institutional investors right now. And, if I'm just going to be getting fractions and fractions, I mean, I'll buy Bitcoin right now because I'm trying to add more value to it. But I am buying way more Ethereum than I'm buying Bitcoin because I see a return on investment. I got it at the 2300, even when it dipped down to the 2100, because I do have limits that if the price was to drop, I want to get a piece of the action on that. So I am accumulating my Ethereum, which will now become a store of value, which everybody considered to be Bitcoin to be digital gold. I'm calling Ethereum digital diamond because this is actually going to be a really, really long-term play. Let's take a look at the chart here for the spot ETF for Ethereum. You can see that, number one, Grayscale is still selling, okay? But Grayscale is not selling as much as they've been starting off in the beginning. We know that Grayscale has sold as much as over 464 million on the spot ETF when opening. But compared to where they are today, selling up to roughly 31 million, it's actually tapering off, okay? It's tapering off. Same goes for BlackRock. BlackRock was buying over $266 million worth of our Ethereum and is now starting to taper off. Their chart now shows that they actually have purchased roughly about 16 million. So BlackRock has continued to buying, and Grayscale selling is now starting to decrease. So this is to let you guys know the net outflows and the net inflows. The inflows are now starting to increase more than the net outflows for Ethereum because a lot of the investors are now showing interest that they want to add it to their portfolio. And for those of you that are watching the video, there will soon be an $8,000 Ethereum. There will soon be a $15,000 Ethereum. That will happen well before the 10-year time. We could very well see an Ethereum price around the 8,000 leading up to the election. Now, a lot of people will say, hey, that may not be possible because Ethereum is actually really, really slow. But if you zoom out on Ethereum by taking a look at the day chart here and then look at the monthly chart here, even though Ethereum is actually moving sideways, there's just too much talk about Ethereum in the media for Ethereum to actually go even lower. The propensity for Ethereum to actually continue to grow over a period of time, the option is there. Now, a lot of people will do options on Ethereum, which I cannot really recommend for those of you to actually get into option trader with Ethereum, because not even myself is actually a savvy options trader, because you can lose a lot of money. But a lot of the more savvy, well-experienced traders when it comes to crypto, they do option trade on Ethereum as well as Bitcoin, and they're the ones that are actually making a tremendous amount of money. So if you like what I'm saying, guys, go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Yes, I'm bringing you guys a video here roughly a day early compared to Friday. I may go ahead and extend and add more videos during the week, because I see that the chance of Ethereum actually starting to now really go mainstream is starting to pick up. And I want to go ahead and bring you guys even more videos, and hope that you guys go ahead and share the video as well. In addition, go ahead and buy me a cup of coffee. The link is actually in the description. But I'm just trying to do this video to let you guys know that Ethereum is the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now very far out of reach. If you want to get a second chance, Ethereum is actually going to be a play. Now, we know Solana has definitely outperformed Ethereum as far as daily charts, monthly, without a doubt. We see that. The momentum is there. There's a lot of meme tokens that are making money are being put on the Solana blockchain. Even I have actually made a few dollars, but not a tremendous amount of money. There's a few that I've talked about. If you guys will go back in some of my old videos, I have made money on a few of those tokens as well. And some of those have been really good calls. So a lot of tokens, meme tokens, are being built on the Solana blockchain. A lot of people are afraid of the gas fees with Ethereum. But you know, if you want to make money and you want to get quality, you have to spend a little more. And that's where Ethereum comes in. If you want to go and spend less on something, just know that you put in what you're going to get out in the long run. And this is the reason why you guys see me keep talking about that 80-20 rule, is that, hey, you can go ahead and play around with meme tokens, but you want to make sure that the major part of your funds, that 80% of your money are on safer plays like Ethereum and Bitcoin. You can put fractions of money percentage on Bitcoin, but definitely do not miss the boat on Ethereum, because once Ethereum get to the 6,500, the 10,000, the 15,000, it's going to be gone. It's only going to climb from there, and then the mainstream media is going to be talking about Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, and they're going to start really start to clamp down on Ethereum, because even more and more investment companies are going to want to get in and start offering spot ETF. And hey, we will definitely have a new president. Whoever that president is going to be, they will have to recognize crypto as mainstream. I can't say if it's going to replace the dollar. I don't see that happening anytime soon, because right now the US definitely want to have control on printing money. They don't really have the control on Bitcoin because it can be manipulated. So the fact that a lot of people are saying that the US dollar is going to be replaced by Bitcoin, I do not see that happening anytime now. The United States want complete control of the currency. So that happening is pretty much non-existent. But for those of you that are watching the video, all I can say is this: put your money on something that you want to say that you've actually invested in a token looking very similar to Bitcoin, that is Ethereum, and watch that price mature as the time goes on. So this is the video for you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys on the next video. Let's get this video to those persons that actually want to invest in something that's going to make them money, and we can enjoy the return on investment as time comes. So until I see you guys again, You guys have a wonderful day, and peace.